They're too far, right? Make sense?
So then how do we explain?
Yes.
How do we explain?
How do we explain? Didn't I just say that? I did?
Oh, because the 2 points are close to the.
Very good, because x equals 1 and x equals 2 are very close to x equals 1.5. Yeah, so there are 2 points that are close to the point of tangents. Good? I don't like that I have to be flipping back and forth, but oh well, let's do it. If capital B of x, area of the base, do you remember that in geometry?
Yeah.
Is equal to the square root of g of x, what is the equation of the tangent line drawn to B when x equals 1? So what do I need to write the equation of the tangent? Plot and sot. Alright, let's do it. So let's find the point of tangency. So I'll get you started. 1 comma blank. And in order to get that, we need to find b of 1, right?
Right.
Which is really the square root of
1.
g of 1. So now I need to go to my table and find g of 1. So what's g of 1? 3. So that means that this will end up being the square root of
3.
3. Okay, second thing is my slope of the tangent line, so that means I need b prime of x. So what's the derivative of b going to be? Remember that this is g of x to the 1/2.
1/2 g of x.
That'll be 1/2 g of x to the
Negative half.
negative half
Times g prime of x.
times g prime of x
Times 1.
times 1. Beautiful. It's chain rule, right? It's got layers, ogres. Alright, so this ends up becoming what as an actual equation?
G prime of 1.
A prime of x over 2 square root of g of x.
1 times g prime of x.
And we're going to plug what into that?
1.
B prime of 1. So now I need g prime of 1 over 2 times the square root of g of 1. We already find g of 1? So we just need the top part. So we have 2 radical 3 on the bottom. And what goes on the top based off of the table? G prime of 1. Negative 5? Negative 3, right? Be careful when you read the table. So do I have the 2 things I need now?
Yes.
Let's do it. Write the equation. Y minus what?
The square root of 3 equals negative 3 over 2 times radical 3 parentheses x minus 1.
X minus 1. Good? Alright, part C. If a of x is equal to x squared ln of f of x, what is the value of a prime of 2? And what does this result say about the behavior of the graph of a of x when x equals 2? Give a reason for your answer. So seems easy, right? So let's find a prime first. How do I get the derivative of this guy?
Chain rule?
Chain rule? Nope. I must do product rule, but within that I'm going to do chain rule. Maybe that's too bad. So derivative of the first? 2x times the second? Beautiful. Plus the first? Times the derivative of the second. So what would be the derivative of ln of f of x? F prime of x over f of x. And this one really would have been f prime of x times 1. Because it would have been a chain rule for just the derivative of f of x is the derivative of f times the derivative of the inside.
So when you do this stuff,
When you have ln of stuff, yeah? So this is d stuff over stuff.
So if it was
Technically times ln of e down here, but ln of e is just what? So if this would have been like f of 2x, Kelly,
Yeah.
this would have been f of 2x, then you would have had f prime of 2x times 2. And you probably would have picked it up if it had a 2 there, right? Here you're kind of ignoring it because it's just an x, so it's 1. But anyways, be careful. So now we want a prime of 2, so we got 2 times ln of f of 2, right? Plus 2 squared times f prime of 2 over f of 2. So it looks like we need f of 2 and f prime of 2. So let's look at the table and find both of those two. What's f of 2?
5.
5 and f prime of 2?
3.
3. So we got a 5 and a 3. Make sure we put them in the right place. 2 times 2, that's what? 4 times ln of
5.
5 plus 4 times
3 over 5.
3 over 5?
Yeah.
You sure? That's what they were?
Yeah.
It was the 5 and then the 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How's it?
So do we have to keep going any further after this?
No.
Without a calculator? Oh wait, this is the calculator section, right?
Yes.
Oh, it is, right?
Yes.
So couldn't we type it in or could we just stop right there? We could
No.
We could stop. Is that more than enough for me to be able to finish answering the question?
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't say to round or anything, right? So we should be okay. We could stop there.
What if you continue?
What if we continue? Well, hopefully you type it in correctly and not mess up. Because if you do mess up, then you'll get partial credit rather than getting full credit by stopping there.
And we go to 8.8.
Let's do it. 4 ln of 5, right? And then plus 12 over 5?
Yep.
Control Enter. So this is 8.838. So it is a positive value for those of you that could not tell was positive from here. Right? So what does it tell us about the behavior of A of x?
A of x is increasing
A of x is increasing
at x equals 2
at x equals 2
because a prime of x is greater than 0.
because A prime of x is greater than 2. Super easy. Kindergarten stuff?
Yes.
And the last one, so we can finish with a brush of gold. Find the value of g inverse of 3 prime, then find the equation of the line normal to the graph of g inverse at x equals 3. So do they want us to do two things?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, what they want us to do first is going to help us to be able to do the second anyways, right? Because in order to write the equation of the line normal, we need the pot and we need the sot, right? For this guy?
Yeah, we have to do
Yeah? And when I do this, I'm getting the sot already, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be okay? Alright, so let's do it. So g inverse of 3 prime, what's the formula going to be for that?
1
1 over g prime, g inverse of 3. Okay, so I need to go to my table and I need to figure out g inverse of 3. How am I going to do that?
Switch the values.
Switch the value. So I need to look at g, right? And I need to find out when was g equal to what?
3.
To 3. When is g going to equal to 3?
1.
At 1, right? So therefore I can replace this guy with a 1 and now I'm trying to find 1 over g prime of 1.
Which
And
is
what was g prime of 1?
negative 3.
So come back over here, g prime of 1 is negative 3. So here we get 1 over negative 3. Are we good?
So it becomes negative.
And that's really our sot for this guy, but I want the what?
Son.
I'm gonna need the sun, right? So we need the pot. So we need g inverse of 3. Whoa. We want 3 comma the x, which is gonna be g inverse of 3. What was g inverse of 3? 1. So therefore we can replace this with a 1, alright? We know that the sot, right, is g inverse of 3 prime, which we got, negative 1/3. So what's going to be my sun? 3. So can we write the equation of the normal line to the g inverse graph?
Yes.
Y equals, well, just kidding.
Y minus 1.
Y minus 1
Y minus 1
Equals to 3 parentheses x minus
equals 3
3.
parentheses x minus. Correct. Too easy? Good question? Got 5 minutes. Should we do the last free response?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way.
We're not quitting.
Think we can do it? It's only 3 parts.
Yes.
Easy?
Easy.
Still do it? Alright, let me stop the camera because I don't know if we'll be able to do it all.
Cut. Oh, there goes.
Cut! Skip! Skip! Yes! Ah!
Ooh.